Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence on the Mysterious JG. So, right before we, been reading the comments, I feel kind of bad. Right before we, well, first of all, we can, foreign diplomacy, no. I want to... Tactician. Fencer attack effect up. Charismatic. Max popularity. Recovery up 1 lord. Surprised some of these guys don't already have this trait, but let's give it to the bloody-handed. He's got to work on... He's going to get some training on being a better leader because Masamune is worried about what he'll be after the war's over. Expected with my talent. He's got a really charismatic mask. We'll give Tactician to... let's give it to... Monkey Merc. I'm trying to kind of not have... like some people, like I could have given it to Shaman or to Masamune, like they've already got over 10, you know? And this is... I don't see this one coming up that often, but we'll give this one to Shaman. If he ever finds himself without horses and muskets, which he shouldn't, he's got that now. We've still got one title we can give people that's kept in reserve. I was going to look for opportunities to appease tribes. Shaman will go appease tribes. And then I wanted to see if I don't know, what is a castle? If you're Shaman Yamazaki or Akari Ando, I mean, you've got less than 4K troops here, but you're full up. Where would you want to deploy from? Lady 2, we already got some really good officers there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where closer to the front lines you're going to be. Unless you want to march out right away, and I'm not marching right away. I think you're kind of better off where you are. Have one of you guys go to Edo Castle, actually. Because when they get a full head of steam going, that's a big army. Or, when we could just wait, and when we take over Odawara, I'll put Akari Ando in charge of it. Keep Bloody Handed in charge of there, or I could move him somewhere. I could move him to Edo. But then he's potentially stuck waiting while the city develops. But he'll be leading a larger army whenever it does. Okay, so shit's about to get real over here. And shit's already getting real over here. Haratane Ono. Sonny Ono's cousin.
Advance! Leave it to me.
Particular reason to rush the Travelers anyway. But that'll be joined. Well, I guess the Travelers better get involved now.
Understood. Leave it to me.
So Saratsuno Uichi there didn't get to be in charge for long.
You guys don't have a chance.
He's using a rage.
Just try to endure this.
He's going to go for the sharpshooter.
Acknowledged. This is it.
Wow. For a while there, it was doing more damage than me, but... I really shouldn't be allowing this fighting in the north to go on at all. It's just almost casualties right now. So we will knock down the walls. But it's decide what to do with the captives. Shigenari Kimura, inventor of the Kimura lock. He will not betray. So we will not execute him, we'll just let him go. So he can love again.
We will join you.
Courage the Cowardly Dog is here. Kalana Wari Sanada. Ooh. Yeah, I hope you guys can get down there and help him out, because he's, he's going to be outnumbered otherwise.
Yes.
He's outnumbered pretty badly.
Advance. Understood.
So this is tough adversaries. Trying to get him back far enough that he can
Yes,
get a little assistance here, because I don't know if they'll come after him. So we think those are tribals. We think those... Okay. So we probably want him to start heading this way.
yes, my
So that whenever reinforcements arrive, we can concentrate on the main unit. He might end up getting defeated. As long as Kawanawari Sana himself isn't captured, I'm fine. Because he's put in some pretty good service throughout this battle, or these battles.
yes, my liege.
Just kind of hoping that some people will show up.
Leave it to me.
Maybe he could just kind of slowly engage with the towers.
Acknowledged. Let's go. This shall end it.
Alright.
Understood.
He's getting
Engage.
damaged most. Oh, freaking ninjas are here.
End it with this. You cannot defeat us.
He's a trick master.
Attack.
Follow my lead.
Wow. Okay. This isn't going his way at all.
No.
I was really hoping somebody would show up to help.
Don't underestimate us.
Well, looks like I'll wipe out the tribals. Okay. Which, if nothing else, is going to should prevent him from getting,
Leave it to me.
I think you tend to get captured when you're surrounded.
Sometimes you lose.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Dumb Charlie's got
No.
lose.
Now's the time we show our pride.
So, again, that superpower defense is probably helping a bit. Oh man, they're confused.
We retreat.
Okay, well, I don't have to worry about Kalanowari Sanada. He did more damage than he took. Oh, I should have used Encourage.
Give this one everything you've got. Leave it to me.
But yeah, now I can make sure that on the next turn where we have domestics going on, I move him out of wherever he is in the far north. And then Eventide Fae is the only one that I've got to find a home for. This isn't good.
Give this one everything you've got.
Trying to finish off that little unit there, but yeah, Koronori Kamai just got real vicious there, but it didn't really work out for him.
Unfortunately, we must retreat.
Yes. Try to counter this.
So Kalanowari Sanada put up a pretty good fight, but it's Motoki Kayaba who's ooh. Well, things aren't going that good now. So we won't be able to do a whole lot of damage to the walls, but he is going to win the fight. Yeah, so it'll do a tiny little bit of damage. Affiliation Gongendo. I don't know where Gongendo is. I think he's going to join up with Fuji Yoshida Castle, which doesn't have an officer anyway. Where is Eventide Fate? She is part of the... Oh, she's part of the attack on Odawara Castle. Okay. So that was our last-ditch defense of Niriyami Castle. Don't know if Shimoda Castle will do much better. Drunk Shimoda Castle. Messengers come from Maida Clan. Will you see him? Sure. They want a relief force for Matsukura Castle. We'll try. Where's Matsukura Castle? Oh. So we're going to have... These guys haven't done anything for a while. We're going to have them try to defend. Hopefully it won't weaken them too much. Yukimura will to be a part of it. So will Mazuyuki. Seems like they should be able to help. Our province alone may not be enough to defend the objective.
Fear not death.
You guys should try. Unfortunately, everyone else is marching off and doing something else right now. I mean, I could have Nobuyuki try to help. The question depends on whether anyone else from the Tokugawa are attacking. Yeah, I could have him help, because it's kind of a sign of the thing that's going on, right? Masamune and Shigezane and the rest could continue. The really exciting thing is wondering whether Odawara Castle is going to fall to us before the end of this video. It doesn't seem likely. It's going to take a while for it to fall.
You aren't getting out of this.
Thanks, Liube. Yeah, Bobo will be taking this city over pretty soon. Oh, I gotta figure out what city is Bobo associated with. Inouashiro, which I don't think is part of this area that I'm going to give back to the computer to run. No, so if I give all of this over to a new AI controlled zone, I can move the center of my headquarters farther away. Make it a little easier to eventually get these cities all into a new district down here. Okay, I'm wasting time. They're heading for Tateyama Castle. You guys are not going to make it.
Allow us to help.
Surround it!
Allow us to help.
Gotenba Castle surrendered. Very well. See the no harm comes to them.
You thought you could run away?
They surrender pretty quickly when the ruler of the force is attacking, it seems like. So this is Shigezane. Oh, he's moving another direction. He's heading back to base, essentially.
I'll do it myself.
So we'll let Masamune and Shigezane, what the hell, man? Let's go after Sunpu Palace and see what happens. Because I could definitely see this being our new front line. That's a good city. You would think just from its size of it, you know, just from the walls, you would think that's probably a pretty major city. And this will be kind of like we're ready to march into central Japan from there. Probably want to give him a little backup, but maybe he wants to come float around up here. Again, 88 days. No, let's head over here too. Hopefully 88 days is enough for them to conquer it. We'll find out. Come on, Tariyama Castle. Niriyama Castle says they'll surrender.
Enemy officer captured.
It's too bad that Kalanawari Sanada was defeated, because he could have just become a part of that city. I mean, he could have just moved his troops into that city. He could have been the new ruler of the city. So yeah, this would be a good place for us to take and just have as our new border, because this city's about to fall. And then we kind of got we're certainly in a better position to reinforce the Maida once we there's a good, yeah, we're already kind of in a good position to reinforce the Maida. The Maida are being attacked up here. Interesting fight. So they're sending. Yukimura's gonna get up there and kick some ass, I hope.
Out of our
There
way.
we go. I've gained the golden touch trait.
Acknowledged.
So we continue to secure. I'm not surprised that we've taken cities on the other side of Odawara before taking Odawara itself. But the fall of Odawara would be a really good thing. Wow, well there you go.
Please, don't struggle.
Odawara Castle is down. Now, even though she's got troops left, in order to replenish Odawara Castle, I'm really tempted to make Eventide Fate just into the city. Because she's got a lot of prisoners. She's got a lot of prisoners. I'm honored you've spoken to me, but I have no intention of betraying the Tokugawa clan. Neotaka Lee will join us. So we're employing 2 officers, releasing 4. And Eventide Fate is now an officer of Odawara Castle. And her soldiers return to their base. So, well, now you go. That screwed up my. Now that I think about it, that screwed up my plan to use Bloody Handed or Akari Ando over there. But with Eventide Fate there, when we get to our next domestic turn, I can take all this stuff out and give it to the AI and bring these ones into our control. And yeah, should be interesting. Keep on marching towards Sunfu Palace. And if they don't find the answer to slow us down, we will eat into their new breadbaskets in here. Like if we get it to the point where they're holding this old territory around Kyoto and nothing else, they're not going to be in good shape. These are the cities that Nobunaga grew out of. These are the cities that the Hojo held that Ieyasu eventually grew out of. You need to have some fruitful cities in the plains here. Oh, you know what I will do? I will check on real quick. Is how are things going over here? Yeah, looks like Kyoto. Looks like you guys are going to take a city. Looks like these attacks are not going quite as well. Because I went ahead and ordered them to attack this city since it looked like they were already going to take this one. But, well, who knows? Maybe. could go okay for them, but Chosakabe are probably going to lose this city. Man, there's just this huge fucking battle going on over here, but nobody can take the upper hand. At least to the point where they haven't been able to take Kitanosho Castle. That's a castle with a lot of hit points. But then again, they took Somayana Castle. The Maeda are going to just crumble completely if we attack them, though. Like, if the coalition ends, I decide I want to attack the Maeda, they're dead. But at this point, if the coalition ends, like, I think I can just drive for Kyoto, take Kyoto, and go for a warband victory. I believe, having built up this area and holding all this stuff, it might be possible for me to just... If I can get to Kyoto, even if I don't take every single city along the way, that might be enough to win. Yeah, man. Odawara Castle fell easier than I expected it to. We obviously did a lot of damage to it, but I think the fact that there were conquered castles on both sides of it probably really made the morale of them go down low. Because it fell almost as soon as this city fell. So I feel like there's some kind of formula with like how many surrounding castles are already taken by the enemy that kicked in there somewhere. This is terrible. Kuroda clan has betrayed us and joined the pro-Tokugawa coalition. Kuroda clan. Who the hell is Kuroda clan? I do not know who the Kuroda clan is. I'm pretty sure I don't care. Okay. They won't deal with people they've cut off. Well... I mean, maybe once they've taken over this city from the Moru, we should tell this clan to attack the Kuroda clan, because screw them. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Shimazu clan is the most powerful clan on Kyushu, and they may or may not take Kyushu before the game ends, but we're never actually... Unless I decide I want to manually conquer all of Japan and not use the warband victory once Masamune has become shogun, I'm never going to fight the Shimazu. Speaking of which, maybe take a quick look and see who's the most powerful clan at the moment. I now have the largest population. I now have the most soldiers. I've had the most officers for a while, I think. Castles are now even, and we've got the most fortresses. Interesting. Wasn't always like that. We've got a lot more gold than they do. We've got a lot more income. We've got a lot more policy expense, though. And, we got more crops, we got more... No, they have more supply. I don't really know what supply means exactly. But we've got better harvest and more crops. We've got the best harvest of anybody. We've got the best income of anybody. We've got... They still have more max militia than us, but we've got more soldiers. We've got the most max troops by a lot. The Chosakabe have a ridiculous number of horses, and the Shimazu have a ridiculous number of muskets. It's really kind of time to call it a video, but let's try to get to the end of this turn so that I can start off next time with Domestics.
Stop!
But, who stopped and why did they stop? Oh, probably because I was thinking of I'm just centering in there, yeah. So in the next turn I'll have to see who has like no well, Bobo can just head this way then. These guys are now retreating. We don't really know where they're going now. But they're going to have a lot of Date forces in the way. And the flood controller trait.
Let us
So we're
begin the
leaving
meeting.
castles far
Reporting
away
in.
to their lords.
Here is last month's balance. Reporting in.
Going to strength. There's a Ronin or two. Alright, well, I really should be calling it a video, but this is... For a change, I'm not going to be able to do a full weekend's worth in one sitting, so I'll have to do my Sunday videos later, which is making me willing to go just a little bit over, and I really want to... I'll save on 2 different slots just in case I mess up something terribly, but... I think it's time to edit provinces. Or create a new province. Because I couldn't really... Yeah, this province can't get a whole lot bigger without creating problems. So who do I want to put in charge? He did fairly well in the last... he's done well for us recently, but... province, new province. Labor rises, attack unit rises. He's at Rifu Castle, which is what I want to be the capital. So yeah, let's just do this. Hold on. So we're going to put these bases in the new province. Okay, and now capability moderate, which means labor rises, attack unit, gold income. Mostly these guys are moderates. I got a few guys who are lucky. Anybody here that we really want to... Oh, those are bases outside of control. I don't care about them. Anybody here that we really particularly want to build up? We got great history with here. Let's give it to this guy. Who's going to go for less risk of riots, speed up developing crops, population growth rises. Okay. moderate looked pretty good. Labor rises, gold income rises. That'll decrease the daimyo province. Bases outside of our control will be the same, though. Such a deep honor, be named region. Yeah, whatever. I don't know who you are. All right. Move our main base. Yeah, I think this will work. I kind of wish I could see that city better. It would need to be at Numata Castle. Is Numata Castle going to bite me anywhere else? Or Minoa Castle? Will Minoa Castle work? No. That eliminates bases outside of control. Numata Castle is our new main base. That also means that the Daimyo province, I can eliminate Komatsu's province now. She's done good work, but I think it's time for these to become part of the Daimyo province again. Understood, I will disband our province. One more castle lacks someone to protect them. And you flash the ones that have nobody. Okay, we've got a couple of bases with nobody. And I'm immediately going to start raiding officers out of this new zone. Uh-oh. I was afraid of this. Some of these units that I add in the field probably no longer be under my control because they'll be part of this province, but the main ones I was interested in. Oh. Kujuro Katakura, I didn't realize. You know, I might need to rethink this. Yeah, some of my Kolanawari Sanded. I'll have to wait a few turns to get him back, but sorry this video is going so freaking long. Yeah, I think I have more units than I realized that were associated with those cities at the top. Which makes sense when you think about it, because they were the ones who weren't defeated yet, because they're the ones who weren't involved in the first fights. Yeah, and all the way up here we really are down to having like one officer in most of those places already anyway. Did think I saw one more place but it was somebody else's district with no officers. They can redistribute their guys now when the time comes. Kalanawari Sana may have just been removed from the action for a while inadvertently. So this video went long. Apologize. I may end up having to redo that last bit. Anyway, I saved on 2 slots. I may come back and realize I made a complete hash of this and need to wait a turn and get those units disbanded or something. But no, it takes some time. Like Kalana Warisana is defeated, but I can't just transfer him to a new city. He has to get back to his old city first. But like Yukimura Sanada's unit is now mine. But some of these, yeah, this is what we're going to find out. This unit's no longer mine. None of these units are. Hopefully they're still going to go take over Shimoda Castle. Okay, so that's okay. I guess they'll all follow whatever their last orders were. The one that really is going to hurt is, I think, Gojira Karakura. Doesn't he have Grimmeth with him? Yeah, I kind of need to get them. I feel a little silly about that one. But, hey, it was time to reorganize anyway, right? If we could take Sunpu Palace and Kofu Castle and Shimoda Castle, and I've got these ones back, a few turns of not constantly attacking and just moving people around are in order anyway, okay? Alright, so on the Mysterious JG, I want to thank you guys very much for watching. It's tempting to just go ahead and split this one after the fact, but I'm going to call it and catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.